Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter in the next drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick six going the other way.
Again, makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
It's third down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Has the first down and more. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll give it to the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now it's second down here. Defense not pressing this time. And there's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Ball handed off. Good enough for first down yardage.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, 3rd down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
And the Razorbacks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The shotgun handoff here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a good job up front by this offensive line, getting a hat on a hat and be able to give this running back from Arkansas enough room to get upfield and pick up that first down. Nice play.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap, he turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. We go with a direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread. receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They'll run it here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. And he'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. And it's complete downfield. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They're going to run it here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Tailback with another carry. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive moving. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
QB decides to keep it here. The Razorbacks pick up enough to get a 1st down there.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown. Make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards on the first down for the Hogs. And Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The Razorbacks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kurt.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
That completion makes it 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the back. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. On the run, it's Brown. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Direct snap to the back. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hogs.
We see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Boy, this quarterback throws a beautiful ball. Another big game for this offense and a chance to get points on the board before we get to halftime.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Fielding the puck, looking to improve field position here. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So about 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He hands it off from the gun. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They get the second half started with a running play. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. On the run, it's Russell. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Crucial third down play right here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the ball is hauled in. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
The Razorbacks with 1st and 10 here. And the runner takes off to his right. He shreds the tackle.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back's got it again. No shot to bring him down. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you're doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And the Razorbacks pick up enough for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the second down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Razorbacks will line up here on first down and goal. A pre-snap motion from the offense. First and goal, handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They're going to run it. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And he's got it already past the first down marker. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On first and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That completion makes it second and short. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab near the sticks. It's Fuentes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Receiver in motion now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He whips it to the back across the middle. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. pass. It's 2nd and goal from the 7. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. I'm going to tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
How aggressive is this play call? Backed up here on 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Russell. The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. It's a short return. They bring them down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The tight end has got it. Force out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down and goal. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 6.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Running back with the football. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Eludes the rush. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And the Tar Heels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and